Welcome back in today's vlog. So in 2021, are caravan clubs really serving their purpose, and are they in 2021, are they still relevant?
It's alright. It's Caravan Club.
This is quality caravan vlogging. Okay, so we are members of the Caravan and Motorhome Club and have been since 2006. We've been members of the Caravan and Camping Club for on and off, probably only for 1 year. Now the reasons we prefer one over the other is pretty much that the Caravan and Motorhome Club don't require deposits. Now that's a fairly big pull for us, because you can book stuff and cancel it and book stuff. So at the start of the year you can book 5 holidays and cancel some and rearrange others. Now that's flexibility is good, but does it really still work in 2021 when there's so many people, especially this year, wanting to book holidays? Obviously the people that were going to go abroad are probably going to be holidaying in this country as well, so supply and demand supply has absolutely outstripped demand on most sites. So there's a number of thoughts around this subject, and also some people on our Facebook group have been discussing this as well. Caravan sites, caravan clubs cater for both caravans and motorhomes, obviously, but caravans and motorhomes have fundamentally different holidays. Caravanners will generally stay on sites longer. Motorhomers will, because of the very nature of the vehicle, they have more flexibility. They can set up and sod off quick. Set up, sod off. There's a saying for you. Yeah, Bailey, think of that one. Motorhomes set up and sod off. So they're jumping around 1 or 2 days on sites. I'd guess rarely would spend more than 4 nights on a site. Does one site work well for both vehicles? Now the reason I bring this up is I mentioned probably in the previous vlog that if you're trying to book a whole week, especially now, supply and demand as it is, it's very difficult to get a whole week, because there'll be 1 or 2 days that you can't book. Now I'd imagine these are motorhomers. I'm not blaming motorhomers, they're perfectly in their right to do this. I'm just wondering if the current system for the clubs actually works, and how could it be improved. Now I don't have all the answers, and I'm not an expert at caravan club sites or caravan sites in general, how to organise one or how to any. I'm just a user of them. Yeah, so the caravan and camping club requires a deposit. Now this is good in the respect that it puts people off booking 5 or 6 sites at the beginning of the year, because you have to pay a deposit for each one. And the 1 year we were members, we had to cancel at least one for a valid reason. I remember at the time I was in hospital, and I rung them up to cancel it to get the deposit back. And good grief, I've never. In fact, the year after that, I terminated my membership with them, because I've never been put. I've had more job interviews that are more stressful. Basically, they'd want something like written proof from my great grandparents that died probably 300 years ago. They'd want a letter from them so that I could get £20 back on a booking that I'd made. Another thing with the caravan and camping club is I didn't like the way that they allocate you, or like to allocate you pitches when you get there. So if you've been, when you drive up, the warden comes out, hello, and he gets on his bike, and you follow him, and he goes there. I mean, the last time we went was last year. Maybe you'd seen the vlog, and it's when we got our Isabella awning. So we said, we've got a big awning, can we have a big pitch? Oh, this one. Oh, make sure you don't put the awning on the pitch, on the grass. And the bloody pitch wasn't wide enough for a caravan and the awning. I mean, anyway, that's something else. I'll stop there on that. I wonder how things would work differently if the camping and motorhome club took deposits. Now, it'd make it less flexible for some, but also for those who maybe, for instance, just get 2 weeks off a year. I'm fortunate, or unfortunate, is that I'm self-employed, so there's no limit to the holiday I can take. I mean, I could take the whole year off, obviously, but the downside is I don't get paid for the time I don't work. So I have flexibility in that I can take whenever time off I want, but the downside is I don't get paid for those. Now, if you're in a permanent job and say you're working in a place where you have to have 2 weeks in the summer or 2 weeks in at Christmas, for instance, then if you can't get those 2 weeks, then it's all sorts of problems going on. And again, we go back to the thing where you can't get a run of 2 weeks. So if deposits were taken, it would stop these people, stop us from booking so many sites. Maybe at the beginning of the year with the intention of going, but knowing full well that we can book whatever we want because we can just cancel it. It's not a problem. Maybe the introduction of minimum stays. This gets me onto another. Now, these aren't things I think they should be doing. I'm just discussion. So the introduction of minimum stays, especially if having an awning. Now, I've seen you can't get 2 weeks on an awning pitch because there's one day taken out on an awning pitch. Now, you're not telling me somebody's going to go there for one day and put an awning up. Again, there's nothing against the rules that says you can't do that, but is it morally wrong? Let's not get too deep. What about specific pitches for caravans and motorhomes? I don't know that would help really. I mean, if you had like half the sites where so you had motorhome pitches, so if you as a motorhomer, you have to declare that at the caravan club or camping and caravan club site, and you could only book those certain pitches. But then, I mean, that would be a massive disadvantage to the motorhomers because they would never be able to get anywhere, I guess. Okay, take that one step further. Different sites for motorhomers and caravanners. If you've got a caravan, you can only book to that one site. Different clubs, motorhome and caravan club site. Family only sites. How about that for the families? I mean, they have adult only sites. I think these are predominantly, if not solely, private sites. But then taking it further, you could have adult only motorhome sites, adult only or family only motorhome sites. That would be empty all year round, wouldn't it? Sorry, these are getting a bit silly now. I'm trying to think of ways that the system could be improved. By the way, I'm not bidding to take over the caravan and motorhome club because I'm sure it'd be chaos. So really, that's it. I mean, almost just about every year we think we're going to stop our membership with the caravan club site. Now, the caravan and motorhome club. Now, the reason we stay with it is predominantly there's no deposit, so we can. The very thing I moan about, I'm guilty of doing. So every year I think I'm not going to renew, but every year I do renew. So maybe from my personal perspective, there's probably nothing wrong with the system itself. It's just the supply and demand in these times. I think maybe they need to start making temporary sites. I don't know. I know it's not an easy thing to do. So what do you think? Are these clubs actually worth? I mean, why do we even have them? Why not just have all private sites and that's it? I think, again, going back to the reasons we use them, it's not just deposit. It's just that you have hundreds of sites that you can choose from through just one website. Whereas if I go to something like Tranquil Parks or some of the other private, he says, because he can't remember any, I can only choose from their 5 caravan sites or whatever. So maybe I've answered my own question. They do still offer value. I think they need to modernise, but then if they want to modernise, then people moan about it. Like I was one of the people that moaned about it being called the Caravan and Motorhome Club. I didn't think there was any need to do that. The Leisure Vehicle Club. Hey, I'll start up a leisure vehicle club. No membership fee, book when you like, no deposit. I'm going to go out of business in the first year. So there's some things to think about. I really would appreciate any comments. I might make a follow-on vlog through based on your comments, what people think about it and how the clubs could change to relate more to today's pressures of pandemics and supply and demand. And your thoughts on separate sites, separate pitches, deposits, no deposits. Now, I think it's good that the camping and caravan club sites do take deposits. Or possibly it's good that the caravan club don't take deposits because they need to differentiate themselves from each other in some way, and obviously that's the way they've chosen. That's the primary way they differ, in my opinion. Anyway, comments as always. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.
It's alright. It's Caravan Club.
caravan vlogging.